My name's Andrew Reed.
And my name is Dominique Caldwell.
And we've created a new tool for teachers.
This tool is called A&D Teacher Tools.
Imagine you are a foreign language teacher in the United States. You've been tasked with creating a curriculum for your high school, and you really want to add content that immerses your students in the culture of the native speakers. A&D Teacher Tools is a platform that enables you to do exactly this and so much more. For teachers who are looking to develop their curriculum, this platform provides them with a space to build and share their works. Unlike other companies such as Teachers Pay Teachers or Google Drive, A&D Teacher Tools provides a curriculum sharing space, enabling them to have quick access to a variety of curricula with a simple search. From customer discovery interviews, we learned that it is often that teachers spend years designing their curriculum, and they find it difficult to collaborate with their colleagues. This is brought on by a lack of time, a lack of resources, and expensive pricing. With our tool, all that will change.
Our business model brings together both new and experienced teachers to streamline the curriculum creation process. We offer a collaboration space where teachers from around the world are able to connect and share their materials on a secure platform. Additionally, we have created private groups where colleagues can stay organized and on the same page at all times, which means less drawn-out department meetings and more time for you to prep your lessons and grade papers during the day, ultimately leaving fewer tasks for you to bring home. This centralized platform will ensure access to quality materials for every classroom, revolutionizing education as we know it.
When we foresters go out on a timber cruise, we put up with a lot. In order to record measurements on every tree, we need to be carrying a D-tape or Biltmore stick, a clinometer or range-finding laser, a compass, a GPS unit, a cruising prism or reloscope, and a clipboard or Windows mobile-based electronic data recorder. All of that can add up to nearly $6,500, not to mention the bulk of carrying it all around in your vest. Plus, these tools aren't exactly always the most elegant.
Now, if this were the 20th century, we could have accepted that. But it's 2020. What happened to there's an app for that? Don't foresters get an app? We here at Forward Forestry are excited to introduce Cruise Complete. Simply snap 2 photos of a tree, and the software records all the information you need. It'll even tell you the volume right there on the spot.
From our market research, we found the forestry field can be slow to adopt new innovations. We intend to overcome this by marketing towards younger, technologically savvy foresters, and by designing the app to be intuitive. We believe the increase in efficiency will be hard to pass up for forestry consulting firms. We want to help them appraise more sales, write more management plans, and produce more sustainable wood products for generations to come.
It's time for us foresters to start reaping the benefits of the modern era. It's time to move forestry forward.
At the beginning of CyberSurfer, we started off with a basic iPhone and basic wooden board. We then moved to a more professional, streamlined, interactive, immersive experience for each of our CyberSurfer players.
My name is Tim, and I'm the Chief Design Officer at CyberSurfer. The development of the physical board for CyberSurfer has been going well. It started with a few very rough prototypes that focused on trying to get the right movement and feel to match up with the in-game movement and feel. Eventually we got that working, and right now we have a relatively developed prototype that allows all axes of movement, and it has a custom board that matches the aesthetic of the in-game board.
Basically, we just have this Raspberry Pi right here, and it's connected to this chip, which is called an IMU. And IMU kind of acts like the gyroscope in your phone. It records movements, its orientation in 3D space. And then we literally just have attached it to the bottom of the board. And when the board moves, this moves, and then those are sent via Wi-Fi to the game, and then the game mirrors those movements in the game world.
Through development, we started off with a small core.
When was the last time you recommended a restaurant to a friend? What about a salon? A hardware store? Only 5% of customers make up almost all the recommendations a small business gets. Why? There's no incentive, and there's no reminder. So we fixed that. We made recommending a business as simple as the push of a button. With the Lights referral system, a business can offer you discounts and free product for recommending your friends, and give your friends offers for their first visits. This means you get paid, your friend gets paid, and the business profits while getting 2 loyal customers. Initially, we targeted service-based small businesses, salons, restaurants, massage parlors, places like that. Started seeing success there, and then branched out to freelancers and contractors, everything from a plumber to a real estate agent. Now, both markets have expressed a need for our product, leading to pretty good early adoption with businesses and service providers. There are other companies in the B2B marketing space, review sites like Yelp, deal sites like Groupon, and loyalty sites like 5 Stars. The problem? Reviews can be negative, Groupon brings in customers that never return, and loyalty ends up just giving money away. With referrals, it's always positive and always a better customer since they trust their friends. The team is 2 RIT grads and myself, a current RIT student. We built 3 companies together now and worked at Apple, Microsoft, and Facebook. We've gotten into an accelerator program in San Francisco and are in a dozen small businesses in Chicago and working with 20 real estate agents today.
The video game industry continues to grow, providing new and unique experiences to so many people, unless those people have disabilities. Many people who love video games or want to love video games are restricted by the underdeveloped accessible market for gaming hardware. Many options for disabled gamers that exist already are shoddy, confusing, expensive, or any combination of those. And while organizations such as Able Gamers and Special Effect work hard to accommodate players' unique needs, costs are often extravagant for custom setups that could be made with simple off-the-shelf products. Even the Xbox Adaptive Controller, the only commercially available and widely manufactured controller for people with disabilities, is $100, and not even a full controller out of the box. It's time to change this. Project Dewdrop is a collaboration between myself and RIT's Industrial Design program and a team of 5 other talented engineers in the MSD program to develop a PC gaming controller from the ground up. This controller will be fully operated with only one hand, allowing for people who cannot use both hands or experience muscular degeneration to enjoy gaming to the fullest. To stay competitive with other controllers, it is essential to be easily manufacturable and sold at less than $100 per unit. Our final form is nearing completion, and soon only finding manufacturers, distributors, and console support will be standing in the way of a new frontier of gaming. With your support, we can make a difference for millions of disabled gamers.
Hi, my name's Lucas Golden.
My name's Matthew Bollinger.
My name's Matthew Smith.
You might recognize us from our last Tiger Tank video, located here. We're the creators of Handoff, and we're extremely excited to tell you all about our idea. Handoff is a revolutionary new mobile app that allows its users to make money on the items they own and save money on the items that they don't.
Let's be honest. There are concerns when you are renting your personal items. Let's talk about how Handoff addresses these concerns. First, Handoff is a review-driven app. This means that users are held responsible for all actions that they take. Second, exchanges are verified by both parties with one simple tap. Finally, Handoff is currently looking into third-party insurance to insure your items.
While doing customer discovery, we found so many uses for Handoff that we never even imagined. This ranged from event spaces to lawn care equipment to baby gear. To accommodate the needs of every user, we've added a Wanted Near You section, where you are able to post items that you might not find on the marketplace that you need. This allows for Handoff to be tailored to your needs. Handoff.
Save more, make more.
Together.
That's good. That's good.
Hello everyone, I am Lahari.
And I am Smita, and we are here to tell.
Here to convert our vision into a reality.
Our product idea here to tell aims at aiding deaf and hard of hearing people.
Our basic idea is to develop a 3D model that could act as a virtual interpreter. Our product would be able to work both ways. It'd be able to convert speech to sign language.
Hello.
And sign language to speech.
Hello.
All in real time.
Our virtual interpreter will be trained with the help of human interpreters, after which our product will soon be able to hear, comprehend, interpret, and basically simulate the behavior of human interpreter using the concepts of AI. This virtual interpreter could then be integrated onto online platforms like Zoom, Skype, and even onto our smartphones.
Our main motivation behind developing such a product is to improve the conversational experience
and to compensate for the unavailability of human interpreters.
during these tough times when most of our faces are covered behind the masks. It could be really difficult for them to lip read. And in such cases, our pocket virtual interpreter could come very handy as it can immediately convert sign language to speech in real time.
We hope our product could bring a small change into this world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lean Six Sigma is an engineering methodology used by 74% of Fortune 100 companies. Trevor here is creating a fishbone diagram to help define the problem for his Lean Six Sigma Greenbelt project. Trevor found an Excel template online and spent the last 35 minutes reformatting it. He's finally gotten it into a presentable state, but now he has 3 more documents to make. Engineers are not graphic designers. They should be spending their time working on their projects and not fussing with formatting. Introducing LeanCentric, the only all-in-one tool for building Lean Six Sigma documents. All you have to do is open up our website and find the document you want to make. Then, input your data as prompted. When you have finished, click Build, and after a few seconds, your fully formatted, perfectly presentable document is ready to go. After Trevor ditched his old Excel templates and found LeanCentric, he spent a fraction of the time creating Lean Six Sigma documents.
For now, our focus is on Lean Six Sigma, but our platform can easily be expanded to other areas.
We know companies are difficult to convince to change, and engineers are used to using Excel.
But our platform saves companies time,
which is money,
and saves engineers frustration.
LeanCentric is the perfect platform for your next Lean project. Thank you.
Leonard Motorworks is reinventing the modern classic motorcycle. Where other companies get it wrong, I've used all my experience with my own restorations and custom motorcycles to create something never done before. After months of design work and thousands of my own dollars in parts and tools, I'm well on my way to creating the most beautiful electric motorcycle seen on the street. I present the Steritania. Featuring a 40 horsepower Enertrack hub motor and 16 Nissan Leaf battery cells, this bike is designed for the DIYers, the craftsmen, and vintage motorcycle lovers the world over. Completely made in my parents' backyard shed with only me, myself, and I, it's easily maintainable and repairable, with modularity in mind if replacement parts happen to be needed. The Steritania will accelerate up to 80 miles per hour and can cruise around town for at least 70 miles on a single charge. I plan to have my prototype rolling down roads near you this spring. With my garage, tools, and funding, Leonard Motorworks aims to bring back the heydays of when beautiful motorcycles crossed the country on dirt roads, but with a modern, faster, and more reliable twist.
In the US, there have been over 7.8 million COVID-19 cases, and testing alone has cost over $11 billion. There are 37,000 people currently hospitalized, and hospitalization costs for 2020 alone have cost the US over $10 billion. There are over 328 million people in the US that will soon need to get vaccinated against COVID-19. The question is, how will all these people get their vaccinations? How will we tackle this tremendous problem? Our company, Massvax, is working on a POD, point of dispensing management service, to dispense and administer vaccinations as quickly and safely as possible. This service will include guidelines and documentation alongside a cloud-hosted software system that will feature modular deployments to minimize costs and simplify POD setup. Our system will maximize patient throughput through registration, administration, and checkout, while maintaining the highest safety standards. It will also provide inventory management data to aid in managing supply and resupplies. Finally, it will use the FHIR standard to preempt the healthcare industry's notorious interoperability issues. Our system will provide a universal POD standard to unite the fragmented healthcare industry in this time of incredible crisis. And, for the future, our system will serve as a bulwark to administer aid in various disaster situations. Please join us and make brief this calamity.
Right now, millions of humans feel as though there is nothing we can do to stop our carbon dioxide emissions by our goals since we've missed all of them so far. They're probably right. This isn't the only solution, however. Capturing carbon dioxide out of the air is much easier and cheaper than many people think, and a few companies are already doing it successfully. We are planning on using known and proven carbon capture methods with a twist. We aren't going to rely on electricity. Using wind power directly, we can capture carbon dioxide at 20% the cost of competing carbon capture companies. And using concentrated solar and simple processes like the Sabatier and the Fischer-Tropsch process, we can convert this captured carbon into clean and carbon neutral natural gas, gasoline, and jet fuel at less than 10% the cost of competing companies. Putting this all together, we can produce carbon neutral fuel at 2% the price of competing companies. Carbon Engineering has announced that they can produce clean gasoline at $4 a gallon. This means using our 2 small changes to the process, we can produce clean gasoline at 8 cents per gallon. These numbers are conservative estimates and show that we can save the planet, and it will not require humans to change any aspect of their lives. We can keep emitting greenhouse gases at our current rates, as this solution will bring the global temperature down to its natural temperature. No change, no problem.
What if we lived in a world where it was convenient to live sustainably? Queen City Composting is a unique roadside compost subscription service coupled with an eco-friendly online store that enables sellers of eco-friendly products to reach their customers through a consumer-centric composting service. We generate a profit through subscriptions to our curbside pickup services as well as sales from our online platform. Products sold through the store are delivered to the customers inside freshly cleaned compost bins once a week when we come to pick up their compost. By leveraging the existing curbside compost model, we mitigate the use of secondary packaging and drastically reduce the shipping costs for the eco-friendly products. Our target market is individuals who are passionate about environmental change, with an emphasis on millennials who recently became the largest age group in the United States. In recent studies, over 70% of millennials will actually pay more for eco-friendly products when compared to others. The biggest challenges we face in the future are establishing professional partnerships, building our delivery infrastructure systems, and growing our customer base upon startup. Queen City Composting is establishing a platform for the future of the circular economy, and we want you to come along with us.
E-waste is one of the biggest issues in today's world, especially with how much technology has grown and will continue to grow over the following years. But what are we doing to address e-waste and make the world a little more eco-friendly? That's where ROS comes in. ROS is a repurposed open-source smartphone sensor. Customers will bring in their old phones when they come to get new phones. They'll trade them in to be reused. Their old phones will then be wiped of all the data and reprogrammed to interact with certain sensors in a unit. That unit will then be sent off to be used in local communities for open source data collection. There are lots of possibilities for a unit like ROS. Things like better traffic cameras and facial recognition, expanded Wi-Fi into more rural areas, as well as possibly tax rebates and a decrease in government spending on better data sources. Smartphones aren't going anywhere, so if we're just throwing them away, they're really being wasted and causing more toxins to go out into our world. But if we're able to repurpose them, we can allow Ross to lead us into a more eco-friendly future where smartphones are given a second life. Thank you.
Every day in the United States, 1.2 million packages are lost or stolen while in transit. Today, thieves known as porch pirates hunt through neighborhoods stealing deliveries and mail from unsuspecting homes. This happens so often that 4 out of 10 people say that they have had a package or mail stolen from their doorstep. Our service, Royal Delivery, looks to address this. Instead of you delivering your packages to your home, they come to us in one of our secure, temperature-controlled storage areas. We process your package and send you a notification through our mobile phone app that your package is ready. Either you come pick it up, or with the press of a button, one of our drivers will come handing it right to you, so that at no time will your package be left in the rain or left out to be stolen. In a world today where everything from groceries to medication is being delivered during this pandemic, why leave your deliveries up to chance? Royal Delivery will get your packages to you safely and quickly. We make money by charging a monthly subscription fee for using our service. We also offer apartment complexes a community package, where we will have on-site storage facilities that house all deliveries and mail for those apartments. Thank you for your time and consideration with Royal Delivery.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Capon, and for my Tiger Tank submission, I would like to present to you my software application called Senti. Right now, according to estimates from IBM, over 80% of all enterprise data exists in the unstructured format, such as text, images, and audio, and this is growing exponentially each year. If analyzed, this could provide key insights that could lead to actionable decisions which could benefit the company's value and increase its customer satisfaction. So who can use this? Business people, politicians, social media influencers, and investors can all use this application to make actionable decisions based on data around what people are thinking or feeling. Senti is a software as a service model that automatically detects text using algorithms and breaks it down into keywords and phrases, as well as the emotional content. The demo model comes with basic URL searching and inputs for over a dozen popular file types. More advanced tiers of the service allow for social media integration, processing of recent news stories, real-time data reporting, and more. Based on preliminary market research, the industry for sentiment analysis is growing each year with a compound annual growth rate of around 3%. While there are lots of applications in retail, banking, and customer service, there are great opportunities in the realms of finance, politics, and business. Thank you very much.
Alright, picture this. You're moving to a new town. Just got a new job, new apartment, you're ready, and you remember I need a haircut for my first day. But I don't know anybody and I don't know this area. I mean, I could go look on Yelp, but how would I know who's the best, who cuts my kind of hair, who does those cool designs? Has this ever happened to you before? Like not being able to find the best hairstylist for whatever reason? Because saying like, look at me, it's been happening for about 2 years. I always go to a new barbershop and there's so many things that could go wrong. They're unreliable, late, expensive, awkward. TopChop is gonna change that. TopChop is a network of the best hairstylists and barbers ready to deliver the best on-demand experience at your fingertips. You sign up on the app, add some of your interests, your hairstyling preferences, and just a couple of pictures of the best you, and the app will put together a list of the best people with competitive rates in your town to provide you the best experience. You can go to their shop and get cut, or have them come to you with our mobile on-demand service. Every time you use the app, we're prompting you to take pictures of your hair and your barber or hairstylist so that we're constantly updating your profile and finding the best fit for you. And no have to worry about the cash or credit only spots because every transaction is included. Everybody deserves to look their best, and TopChop can't wait to help you find your best self.
Hey, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Ethan, and we're here to talk about the Touchless Touchscreen. So I got this idea when I looked around campus and I saw all the out-of-commission Coca-Cola 360 machines. The reason they were shut down is to avoid spreading COVID-19 on a commonly touched surface and keep risk to a minimum. But why should we compromise when there's a much better and more accessible option?
Introducing
the Touchless Touchscreen. Eye tracking technology has been utilized by multiple industries in just the past couple of years. We plan to use eye tracking technology to recognize the area that a user is selecting on the screen. After a selection is recognized by the eye tracker, it can be chosen by a simple hand gesture, such as making a fist. Not only is this system bacteria-free, it's also intuitive, and could easily be explained to anyone.
But wait a minute. What if the user is someone with a disability that makes this system unusable?
We've got them covered too, actually. We will also implement speech recognition as an alternative to the hand gestures, allowing the user to select options with just their voice.
Thank you for considering our innovation.
Hi, my name is Hunana Abid and I'm the founder of Triple Z Bar. Triple Z is basically a non-alcoholic beverage bar which is an alternative to alcoholic bars but with no compromise on health, experience, or environment. At Triple Z, we serve all kinds of drinks that you would normally enjoy at an alcoholic bar but without alcohol. The reason to establish Triple Z is to promote a movement called sober curiosity. Sober curious people tend to eliminate alcohol or limit the consumption of alcohol. Another very compelling reason to start a Triple Z is to provide people who are going through rehabilitation a better life choice, a better option to opt for. At Triple Z, the goal is to provide you with the best of experience while staying completely sober. So the target audience at Triple Z are people like me who tend to go out with friends and hang out in a bar-like setting but don't want to drink alcohol or consume alcohol. Or people who are going through rehabilitation, as I mentioned earlier, or simply people who are trying to make a better, healthier life choice. So join me at Triple Z Bar to enjoy some amazing drinks while staying completely sober. Thank you.
Guitar pedals are little boxes that add effects onto your clean guitar tones, such as distortion, reverb, chorus, or compression. Practically every guitar player has a board full of these pedals, allowing them to quickly switch between and. The problem is that the cheapest guitar pedals cost around $30, and the price range goes well above $400. As an amateur guitar player, I did not care about my guitar pedal having a shiny metal case, or even the fact that my guitar pedal could match the professional sound quality of top-of-the-line guitar pedals. Far more important to me was cost and the ability to demo various effects so that I could develop my sound. Over the years, I built and tested several ideas, and today I would like to pitch a concept that would not only bring the price to around $20, but would also allow each pedal to be reprogrammable at any time. Through years of experimentation, I believe that I have finally found the right combination of parts that would allow me to easily create a reprogrammable guitar pedal that could process audio signals at a rate of about 44 kHz with 16-bit audio depth, which is around the standard quality of a CD. With these settings, the trade-off between cost and sound would be indistinguishable to the average listener. The cost of these raw electronic parts is around $15, and using a plastic case could also bring the cost well below that of even the most basic pedals on the market today. With this, I could also create some sort of a website or forum in which users could share their code for various effects. With a little mentoring and financial backing, I believe that these reprogrammable guitar pedals would be phenomenal products that could be used by hundreds of people like me. Thank you.
One of the largest problems as a voter is how time-consuming it is to research and cast educated votes for elections. As new voters go to the polls, they find it overwhelming to research all the different candidates in their area for all the different positions throughout the year. There's simply so much to keep up with. The federal election's usually well broadcasted enough with the debates and nationwide news networks, but oftentimes local elections get left in the dust. The problem is when researching candidates for an election, there's a lot of scattered information online. And with each candidate having their own website, it becomes extremely time-consuming to go through everyone's viewpoints and see who you would prefer to vote for. This problem can be solved with ZipVote. ZipVote is a new platform that empowers elections and promotes informed voting. Come election time, we ask you for your zip code, and then using our algorithm, we display records and candidate information from their websites in a digestible way to show who's running in your area. Better yet, we'll show each of the candidates' views in a side-by-side comparison, showing whether they're for or against issues that are really important to you. To be a sustainable business, we allow politicians to create ads that will appear only on their page that interested voters can watch to hear more about their positions and stances. Elections have such a powerful impact on our local communities, and with ZipVote, we can bring the power back to our voters to ensure everyone is making educated, informed, and impactful decisions come election time. Thank you.